Let's go out to New York City to the NYC and talk to Diane. What's up, Diane?
Hello. Thank you for taking my call.
Of course.
I'm doing okay. Okay, I'm nervous. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be nervous. I'm not good at this. You know, you know that. So we're good. We're good. What's up?
Okay. All righty. So, I'm been married almost 44 years. Been with my husband for 45. We got married very young.
44?
44 years in August it will be.
You are straight gangster. Congratulations.
Not really. Well, it hasn't been pretty, to tell you the truth, but we've muddled through somehow.
Hey, you're still walking. All right, so what's up?
Well, we're actually headed for divorce
Oh,
because
God, Delony, shut your mouth. Hey, I do that all the time. I get all excited about something and I cut somebody off, and then you say, oh, well, now we're getting divorced. So sorry about that. I'm here celebrating you.
That's just, anyways, we've had our troubles through the years, but increasingly, my husband's always been a prepper. We have a Y2K room, if that tells you anything. And so he's always been kind of in that mode, which has actually come in handy sometimes because we have extra food and stuff when you run out of something. But in the last, probably 5 years and more so in the last 2 years, he's just on his iPad following conspiracy theories. He's still working, but he's he's just very, I'd say, brainwashed, to tell you the truth. It's quite sad.
Yeah.
And he's done stuff. He's handled our money our whole life, which I realized that probably wasn't very wise. I mean, I've worked to most of our marriage, but I was the person that handed my paycheck over, and I get a check per month, and I have some credit card use, and I just didn't question because I believed he was putting our money in savings and, IRAs, and I think he used to be more conventional. But now I've found out that he's put it all in gold and silver and cryptocurrency, and he literally thinks the banks are crashing. And, just a lot of things. He thinks,
So are y'all getting divorced? Is that happening?
Well, what happened was, I just
so what had happened was
getting, the reason it came to that is we were just getting more and more separate, and he was just watching these news things, and he kept saying, anybody that got a COVID shot is going to die, and just these really bizarre.
Sure.
Bizarre.
Hold on, answer my question, Dane. Are y'all getting divorced? Because it's gonna impact how I answer this question.
I don't know.
Okay.
For sure. That's when I wrote a letter. I wrote him a letter saying, I've been watching you and Dave Ramsey probably for the last 6 months. And so I decided to take a leap and just say, I'm really afraid about what's going on. We seem like more distance, and I don't know what's going on with our finances. I'm worried about things you're doing. It scares me. And either we need to talk about this and get counseling, or I don't know if we need to separate or get a divorce, but I don't want to live prepping for the end of the world and not enjoying life anymore,
Good for you, Diane. Good for you. What was his response?
Well, I said, don't talk to me when you're ready. So he came the next night home from work, and he didn't have anything written down, but instead of talking about that, he brought up all the things I did in my past that hurt our marriage, and he said, you're right. We're not happy. We should just split. And we have a very complex, we have 3 properties, a business, yada, yada, yada. He told me what he wanted and that he was doing this, this, and this, and this. And I was really, quite honestly, shocked. And then I started asking him, well, I need the finances. Literally, we spent 8 hours one day unscrewing walls because there's gold hidden in walls of all our properties.
Wow.
And it took us that long to go. So, I think I have piles of silver somewhere, and some in the walls. But
here's what needs to happen ASAP. Okay. Let me
He doesn't want attorneys involved, and I don't.
That ship has sailed.
I have $4. It's just a very complicated
Hold on, Diane.
relationship.
It is.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
None of this is complicated. Okay.
Yeah.
You have a husband who is losing touch in front of you with reality.
Yes.
And it has left the iPad brain relationship where it's just somebody getting transfixed by a screen. And now he is taking increasingly erratic, unsafe behaviors. When I say unsafe, I'm not being dramatic here. He is putting you in exceptional financial risk.
Yeah.
If something happens to him, you are sunk, because crypto and gold and silver are 3 of the stupidest investments you can make. And have people made money on crypto? Of course. Way more people lost everything.
Well,
right?
He already admitted that he lost a lot.
Right.
And I don't know what, because he won't show me that, and I don't even understand that, nor does he understand that.
Here's what
really a tech person.
Here's what he gets. He gets 48 hours to come clean with where the finances are and where what is and what's been spent and what the debt ratios are and all that stuff. I would go to the credit bureaus and pull your credit reports. Google it, because there's Kelly, can you find that there's one site where you can pull your credit report from all 3? Because you need to know what has been leveraged against you. What debt? Go ahead.
I did get a little bit of information. When this happened, I did say I need all our financials within a week. And for what I know, he did produce that. I mean, he put all our IRAs, and I don't even know how he moved mine to like a gold trust company. And most of the stuff, he's just taken out, or he's lost it by making bad decisions.
But listen.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. What?
It's okay. You've got a person who's not rational, who is doing things behind your back.
Yeah.
Who is investing in things, losing tons of money, putting your family at risk. And yet when you say, give me everything, you just trust everything you put in front of you. I would not do that, given the track record here.
Okay.
And given the fact that he walked in after you said, here's what I need for our relationship to stay whole. And he came in and said, I'm out. And here's what I need. Here's what I'm going to take. So you've heard me say.
The thing of it is.
Yeah.
This morning then, I mean, because this has been 2 months of just horrific trying to sort it through, and just the trauma of it all, and just the sadness of it all too. Because I mean, I feel like I'm talking to a stranger.
It's heartbreaking.
But he wrote a note today saying, I'd like to work it out. But so I'm going to come up with a list of all the things we have to do immediately. So I was going to take that approach.
Right. So
because, I mean, I don't know if I can get him out of this brainwash thinking, because I don't think there is.
There can be, but Kelly, what did you say that was?
Annualcreditreport.com.
Okay, so before the day is over, both of you have pulled up an annualcreditreport.com. That tells you what you owe. Any hidden debts that he has piled up on his side, any debts he's taken out in your name with your social security card number on your side, it lets you know what you owe.
Yeah.
Then he's already given you an accounting of all the IRAs that he's moved into gold. All of those go back. And I want you to call a SmartVestor Pro. And those are certified.
I can only move my stuff, though, I guess.
Well,
I don't know. I don't even know if anything's in my name. But I mean, I've been married 44 years.
Yes. But what he said was, I want to work it out. And so your terms of, here's what working it out means is this. I need to know what this family owes, you and me combined. I need to know where every penny is. I need to know every penny you've lost. Number 4, I'm cutting the internet off to this house for 60 days. No internet access in this home. Just you and me. Number 5, we're going to marriage counseling. And if you
Right.
say no to any of these things, you are opting out of staying in this marriage. Because Diane, I'm telling you right now, I've sat with too many widows who just lost their husband who look at me with this, it's a very unique look. And they say something along the lines of, what do I do now? Because they don't know where the money is. They don't know where the titles are. They don't know what's insured, what's not insured. They don't know if their husband had wives that they didn't know. They don't know anything. You are so exposed right now. And that's why you can hear it in my voice. That's why I'm so adamant. The only way you get control back on your life is if you grab it with both hands. And I would not ask a person who is detaching from reality right before your eyes to be the driver of building your new life. You've got to take the reins, and you haven't had to do that for 44 years. You got to start now.
Yeah.
And I know that's terrifying. I know.
Yeah. I have started, and I do have a lot of the information, but
Good.
I just don't know. I do have a lot of all the account numbers. I know the accountings of things. I've been able to get stuff. I've gotten keys. I mean, we have internet everywhere, though. He can go anywhere. We have several properties that have it, I mean, we have a lot of assets. What I do know is our houses, all our properties are free and clear.
Okay. That's awesome.
So he didn't
that you know
borrow
of.
against
That you know of.
that I know of.
That you know
Yes,
of.
I don't really know.
But you don't know if he took a
I guess I don't
HELOC
know.
out against one of those properties and bought
Well, he
$300,000
do
worth of
that,
crypto.
He did pay back whatever he took out. He didn't do that. Because I've been opening the mail, and because it's all in his name. Some he gets shipped somewhere else. I don't know, but
Diane, do you trust me that when I'm telling you that you are so exposed right now?
I trust you, but it's hard because
there you go. Hey,
my kid. It's very emotional. He's somebody I've known since I was 17, and I feel like I'm betraying him too when I do these things. I don't want to get him in trouble. I don't know. I understand what you're saying. I know it is important.
No. Listen. You're right to have your heart broken, and you're right to miss your friend, and you're right to miss the man that you built a life with. I mean, if you include 44 years of marriage plus knowing him, you've known him for half a century.
I know.
Right? And so I'm not telling you to not be heartbroken and be so sad that you're watching the person you've spent the majority of your life with just fall through your hands like sand, right? Through your fingertips. I get that.
Yeah.
And there's a reality that it's actually happening. So you have to grieve this. This is hard and scary. And my deepest prayer is that he circles up and goes, oh, she's serious? I don't like living like this either. I don't know anybody in that space, in that mind frame that likes being there. And sometimes they get lost to it. But other times they just need someone who loves them to flip a light switch on and say, whoa, you're about to lose everything. All of your money, all the homes, your wife, your daughters, because you are so down a rabbit hole of crazy, stupid news conspiracies. And everybody listening, yes, some of these conspiracies end up being true. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. So are all the banks going to fail? No, they're not. And if they are, let's say they do. If they do, having gold stashed in your walls will not protect you from what comes next. Because your neighbors will come after you for your water. You're talking about an apocalyptic movie. You're not talking about, oh, we're just going to pull the gold out so we can buy cars and get to work on time. That will be over. So stop with the conspiracy nonsense, because you can listen to Diane. This is what's left in the wake. Scared spouses, scared kids. Whew. Diane, it is heartbreaking, 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 heartbreaking. I totally get it. I want you to stay on the line. I'm going to send you a copy of Own Your Past, Change Your Future. Here's that book. The book is about dealing with the scary stuff in the past and then answering that scary question, what are we going to do now? Because you and your husband are going to have to build a new relationship, or you're going to have to build a new life. And all told, you have to take responsibility for what happens in your life. Even though this guy's been walking alongside you, ride or die, for 50 years, that appears to have changed. That means you got to change. And it's going to be heartbreaking, angry, crying, rage. All those things are right. But you got to take control. Take control. Also, you know what, Diane? Stay on the line. I'm going to send you Financial Peace University for a year. I work for Ramsey Solutions for Dave Ramsey, and his flagship product, Financial Peace University, will walk you and your husband through how to deal with money in a non-insane way. Okay? So hang on the line. I'm going to send you both of those things. That's on me. It's for free. And I want you and your husband to just say, as a condition of us staying together, I want you to watch these videos with me. Okay? Dave Ramsey's helped millions and millions and millions and millions of people become millionaires and get out of debt and take care of their family legacy through common sense, not through some internet IG down a YouTube rabbit hole hack. I love you, Diane, and I'm so sorry you're going through this. So sorry.